For those people who do know me, have known me for years in the industry, I've been in this industry for 26 years. So I became a loan officer in 1999. The first mortgage company in 2003. I invested in a bank called People's Bank in 2011. Helped the bank grow from 190 million a year in business to 2.9 billion a year in business by 2012. I've trained and hired thousands of loan officers, processors, underwriters. I've been in this business for a long time. And one of the things people have always asked me is, how have you been successful in this business? And how have you been able to maintain, success? As we know, this business is very cyclical. We've been going through one of the most difficult times I've ever seen in the mortgage industry, which is this just steady sideways fashion of no growth, right? It's been difficult. And it really reminds me of what I've always used in a mantra I've always used in this industry, which was one thing I said to myself: somebody's making money somewhere. Why not me? So I take it back when I was first a loan officer. So it was 1999. The market was doing kind of decent. By about 2001, all of a sudden rates had jumped. And one day rates went up by 1%. And what I can tell you is that a bank called IndyMac Bank, there's about 150 loan officers on the floor. Overnight, everyone just basically put their heads down and started talking about, they're going to go get a job here. I'm going to go work there. But here I was 22 years old. I was actually about to be a father. So I had to have a job. So I'm like, I need to make this job work. And we had this marketing manager come in. He said, hey guys, I have a new program for everyone here. We're going to call it, I don't know why he called it. He says, we're going to call it the Port Snort. What he meant was portfolio and snort, meaning you could take stuff out of the portfolio. Really strange name. But the idea was IndyMac Bank had this massive servicing portfolio, and each loan officer each day could take 10 records, just 10. And what it would tell you is the person's name, their FICO score when they got the loan, the value, what they currently owed, what the original balance was, what the value originally was, what type of documentation type they were, what type of loan type, rate, and all these different programs. And he said, listen, guys, every one of you can have 10 of these a day and you can call on them. So I said, great, I'm going to call on my 10. I went back to my desk. Everyone, there's about 10 people per team. Everyone on my team was like, yeah, right, I'm going to call people, call my ass. They just forget that. I said to myself, okay, cool. Well, can I have your 10? Can I have your 10? Can I have your 10? Sure, you can have my 10. By the second day, they said, you can have my 10, but I'm not printing them out for you. You need to print it out yourself. So that's fine. When you go to lunch, just tell me, I'll go to your computer, and I sit there and I did it. So I went around everyone's computer. I print out their 10. I'd go home every night. I'd take 100 of them. This is before pricing engine. I'd take a manual calculator and I'd go through 100 files and I'd reprice 100 deals every night and calculate the savings on all 100 deals. I take that file and say, hey, listen, out of those 100, I probably found 5 or 6 people I could save money to. And the next day, I called the hell to those people. I had a list and I just called those people over and over again. Let me tell you something. I was making money. And everybody was quitting. Everyone said, I want to leave. And I said to myself, I can make money. Someone's closing the deal and transaction. And I think the other thing that helped me look at that was this. Even in the down market, you guys have to remember, this is almost a $2 trillion a year industry. There's a loan officer this year who's going to be making $1 million. There's lenders out there who are going to be, their own lending mortgage companies are going to be making tens of millions of dollars. So the question I have to ask yourself is this, why not me? Why not? It's possible. Why not me? So I just think, for people out there in the industry right now, one of the things we can really look at is there is money to be made. There are consumers that need help. Why not me?